So video 14, chapter 9, inventory management, we're going to take a look at the formula of the P system. So it's a similar formula to the Q system, but it's different, okay? So we need to pay attention to what's the difference between the two of them. So first I need to calculate P, that period of time. What would be the frequency, right? So I gave you guys an example of every week, right? But it could be every 2 weeks, or it could be every 3 weeks, or every 4 weeks, right? And actually every product can have a different P, right? So we're actually using this, as I told you guys, for Continental Tire capstone project, where we're calculating their inventory. And the part numbers have different periods. Some of the items they want to produce every 2 weeks. Some items they want to produce every 3 weeks. Some items they want to produce every 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. So depending on how much the demand is, you can set up different periods of time. Okay, so P is going to be equals to Q divided by the demand. So the quantity that I'm going to want to purchase every time in some of the examples and problems will be the economic order quantity that we are going to calculate, divided by the weekly demand. Okay, again, pay very much attention to that. It's a key point. Don't mix up year demand with weekly demand. This is weekly demand. Okay, so in the problem was 62 was the quantity here, the economic order quantity that we calculated for the example, and then the demand was 10 per week. So basically P is 6.2 weeks. So we're going to round it to the nearest number and purchase that item once every 6 weeks. Okay, so what is the target level? Target level would be the demand on the period of time. In this occasion, the protection interval is not lead time, is P plus L. So that's what changed in the formula. So it's going to be the demand times P plus L plus the safety stock, which is Z score, we learned in the last one, times the standard deviation of the demand times the square root of P plus L. So that's the difference here. Difference is we got a P plus L here also. Okay. The target will be 10. So the average weekly demand 10 times P, which is 6, we just calculated, plus 3, which is the lead time, plus remember it was 70%, if I'm not mistaken, the service level. So Z score is 0.525 times 8 times square root of 6 plus 3. Okay, so 6 again is P, the period, and 3 is the lead time. So target is 90 units plus 12.6 units, and target is to be 102. We cannot have a 0.2 units, so you're going to have to round it up to the closest number here. Target being you have to round it up, this one, because we cannot have a lower target than we calculated. So it'll be 13 units. Okay, so every 6 weeks, what does that mean, right? What is the implication of this math? Every 6 weeks, I'm going to look at my inventory, and I'm going to see how many units I have there, and I'm going to buy the difference between that and 103. Okay, so if I have 90 units there, I'm going to buy 13. If I have 50 units there, I'm going to buy 53. Okay, so I'm going to buy the difference between it. So now it's problem 29. I want you guys to do that, to do a P system. So calculate. You need to calculate you already have the weekly demand. We're going to calculate P for this problem, and we need to calculate the target level, and we can also calculate annual inventory costs for this one. Okay, so try to do by yourself. Try to get this problem right, to calculate target.